We think of lions as the undisputed rulers of the savannah, but a lioness enters the world completely blind, totally helpless, and at the absolute bottom of the food chain. Her very first moments are a struggle against gravity. Her legs simply give out beneath her. The danger is immediate. Within days, a passing jackal, a scavenger, a fraction of an adult lion's size, can walk right into the den. For a newborn, that jackal is a lethal threat. Only the physical mass of her mother driving the scavenger away keeps the cub alive. A few weeks later, outside the den, the scale of this environment becomes clear. A wandering warthog pushing through the tall grass might not even notice a cub hiding in the dirt. A creature that is prey to a grown lioness is a crushing weight to an infant. At this stage, survival is an entirely passive experience. A cub makes no choices. Her existence is dictated strictly by her mother's ability to act as a physical shield against the harsh realities of the Serengeti. Around 2 months old, the mother leads her cubs away from the rocks and into the pride. Older, heavier cubs immediately test the new arrivals, pressing their paws down and forcing the smaller cubs into the grass to establish dominance. The adult females enforce a strict order. If a young cub disrupts the group's rest, a fully grown lioness will cross the grass in 3 strides, bite the back of the instigator's neck, and pin it to the ground until it goes still. The pride operates as a behavioral crucible. Safety and feeding order are determined by physical power. You learn to stay out of the way of bigger members, wait your turn at a kill, and accept your place in the hierarchy. This map illustrates the geometry a yearling lioness must master. The pride fans out in a semicircle around a wildebeest herd, holding perfectly still. But if an inexperienced female breaks early, the entire herd scatters, leaving her standing alone. The correction is physical. An older lioness uses her heavy head and body weight, pushing the young female into a specific, lower, and wider position in the tall grass. She holds her there until the yearling stops moving, teaching her exactly where to wait. Becoming a predator requires suppressing individual impulse. It demands strict obedience to the cooperative behavior that results in a kill. Around age 2, the stability of the pride completely shatters. 3 massive males from outside the territory suddenly arrive, and the males who grew up in the pride simply turn and leave. These new males immediately seize control. They push in first, eating until almost nothing remains. The younger females can go for days without eating a single bite. Facing starvation, the lioness and a peer split away from the group. Moving silently along a dry riverbed, the 2 young lionesses execute a flawless 2-point ambush on an isolated zebra foal. For the first time, she handles the tracking, positioning, and takedown entirely on her own. By age 3, she becomes the protector, isolating herself in a rocky outcrop to give birth, moving her blind cubs to a deeper crevice when a hyena circles the entrance. Later, she physically steps between her offspring and a dominant male, holding her position until he turns away. The pride structure maintains the group, but when that system fails, survival depends on hunting and protecting outside the hierarchy. She is no longer just a student of the pride. She ensures the next generation makes it to adulthood. This side-by-side comparison shows the physical degradation a female undergoes by age 14. A young lioness relies on pristine, sharp molars to shear through bone. An older female's teeth are worn down to blunt nubs. This creates a fatal shift in her energy economy. Worn teeth mean chewing through a carcass takes far longer. Younger, faster lionesses move in and eat the bulk of the meat before she can finish. Her ribs begin to show through her coat, and she begins to starve. Nature rewards only current utility. In the Serengeti, a lifetime of contributions to the pride means nothing if you can no longer process calories efficiently. Desperate for a meal, the aging lioness attempts to hunt a young impala alone. She closes the distance, but in the final stretch, her legs lack the power to finish the charge. She is left standing in the open dirt, panting. A hyena steps out from behind a rock 30 meters away. Then more appear over the ridge, spreading out in a wide arc. There are 12 of them, and they move in slowly with their heads low. She charges the closest threats, and they scatter. But as her back is turned, a hyena strikes her rear leg. She gets back up and pushes forward, but her legs go slower with every pass. Eventually, she goes down. The status of a predator is a temporary lease. It is a phase between 2 states of profound vulnerability. While the savannah eventually reclaims her, the cycle continues through the cubs she taught to survive.